Good Monday. I'm Chris Fote. This is Monday Morning Jolt. Let's get started. Sharona?
Good morning. With us today is Karen Hickman, and she owns Professional Courtesy. And tell us a little bit about what you do.
Well, I'm an etiquette and protocol consultant, and that is sort of a lofty title for saying I'm in the nice business. So I teach corporate and international etiquette and protocol to corporate people and college students, but I also am a nurse by education, so I go into the healthcare world and teach professional courtesy skills to healthcare people.
See, I can learn a lot from her.
We all can learn a lot from her. It's a forgotten art, I think, isn't it? Isn't it?
It is, yes, and it's really about civility and being considerate of other people. That's the foundation of all of the things I teach, but sometimes those common sense things are not very common.
I actually went to a school when I was a kid called the Activity School, where they were trying to teach me how to be a civilized person, but it kind of worked, but not a lot.
There's still time. There's always that remedial training that you can do.
Well, and it decreases the amount of issues you have in your business as well.
It does, yes. In fact, research tells us that we are judged 85% on our social skills and only 15% on our technical skills.
Isn't that
Now,
interesting?
what that says is your social skills and how you interact with other people, regardless of where you are, is very important and very powerful.
That's amazing. So this is Monday Morning Jolt.
Yes.
We want to know why Mondays are great for you, and if you have any rituals you follow to prepare for your week and really kick it off.
Well, I always start with a cup of coffee in the morning.
That's good. That's good.
And that is what gets me out of bed in the morning, every morning,
Every
is
morning.
anticipating my cup of coffee. But I'm always excited to start the work week. And even though I work out of my home, I have a rhythm pretty much. I take the weekend off and then get busy and start again with my computer and all of those things on Monday morning. So I don't mind Monday mornings.
Good. And so you don't have anything in particular that you do, any particular routines that you do to get your week started?
Well, I get started with my computer, really following up on emails and go to my social media sites, Twitter, and decide what I'm going to write for the week, because I also have a blog. So I map out the rest of my week and what I need to be doing myself alone before I leave the house and go on to other things.
You need to friend her.
I know.
She's got a lot of great tips on Facebook, I think.
Yeah.
And
Yes, I do. I use Facebook a lot and Twitter to give information is the way I use it.
So, what kind of advice can you give businesses, especially like startup businesses who are listening? I mean, one advice that you can give, like this is something that you have to follow or something.
Well, I think businesses should always consider customer service training. And many companies don't give much training at all with new hires, but I think it is critical and can really make the difference in your company and how your company is perceived. And often those first line people on the telephone or the reception desk are trained the least, but they are the ones who might be the first impression for your company. I think people should have a minimum of 10 hours of customer service training when they start a new job. And I think it should be reinforced throughout the year for everyone in a company to really make that a focus. So customer service is really critical.
well, I think even the tip that you said in your introduction about being judged 85% on not necessarily your technical ability, but on the way you handle yourself in situations is something that all business people can really learn from.
And those are the things that distinguish you also from other people.
Because we get to be so busy
Yes.
in our one-person shop or a two-person shop
Yes.
that we forget about those things because you're in a hurry to get things done. So it's a great reminder, I think. Then, do you have an adage by which you live your life or operate your business?
Well, I like to operate my business. First of all, I believe very strongly in what I teach. In fact, I feel passionate about it and feel that it's important. And I don't just tell other people how to do it, but I try to model what I teach about being considerate to other people. So it's not so much about the fork. It's really about the interaction at a meal with people. And if you use the right fork but you're rude to the wait staff, then you've missed my message altogether. Because those are the things that are very important.
Yeah.
So I try to live my life that way because I really do believe in what I teach.
So you try to model the appropriate behavior and etiquette for others. And if you had one superpower, what would that be?
I would like to increase the civility in the world.
Wouldn't that be nice?
Yes, because the incivility.
Start in DC, would you?
Yeah.
It's those boundaries.
Yeah.
It's
Or
those
I
boundaries.
shouldn't say just DC, I should say in politics.
Yeah,
Oh, absolutely,
you know,
because we're
city, county,
Yes.
state.
we're seeing all of these quarrels and this dirty infighting going back and forth, which is not good for either side.
So start with civility there,
Yes.
and then the rest of the world.
Yes, I think so.
And then tell us something, Karen, that would surprise people about you that even your closest friends don't know about you, or don't know that you've done. I didn't know you were a nurse, for example.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, well, that was in another life, but you always carry some of that with you,
Sure.
always.
I think that might be the caring factor. The nurse,
Yes, nurturing factor. Well, I don't know that my friends would be surprised at anything specific. Most people know that I read history. I
You're a
would like
history
to have,
buff?
I could have been a history teacher
Mhm.
because I like history and read a lot of history.
Any part?
I read a lot of
Particular?
World War II history and medieval and Renaissance history. So maybe that would be a surprise to some people.
So the most important question here is, how do people get hold of you? What's the website, your Twitter, and that sort of information? If they're all on the website and the phone number, can you tell our audience how to
Yes.
get hold of
Yes.
you?
My website is www.professionalcourtesyllc.com. And once you go there, you can get all of my other contact information and follow me on Twitter or Facebook. And
There you go.
That's great. We
That's
really
great.
thank you for
well,
coming
thank you
today.
for inviting
We'd like
me.
to thank you for coming in today, and we'd like to thank the audience for joining us today. And this is Monday Morning Jolt. Use it.